Good morning, I'm Olivia. This is my SilverSneakers Flex chair yoga class. Welcome to class. Let's get started. Okay, today we're just going to maybe do just a traditional kind of a yoga class, all right, with maybe a sun salutation in it and traditional yoga postures, okay? Just to, sort of to welcome you all back, those of you that have been AWOL for a while. Okay, sit back against the back of the chair, if you will. Snuggle that pelvis in, roll the shoulder blades underneath you, take a deep breath in, open your eyes. Exhale, close your eyes, close your mouth, and come to a few moments of stillness. I have no music today. Make your own music in your head. And once that body goes still, the mind will begin to quiet as well. You'll begin to feel that shift from all that chatter and fun to just stillness and just you. Feel the muscles of your face relax, so the translates into the shoulders. Let your attention come just to your breath. How deep can you make that breath? How long can you make that exhale? When we stop using all of our lung capacity, we'll stop being able to use all of our lung capacity. And when you take that deep breath, it brings you back to a sense of balance and harmony. You respond instead of react. You enter calm and leave chaos. Eyes open, soft gaze. Let's move out to the edge of your seat. And remembering that breath as we move into this, because everything we do is about breath. And everything we begin with is our breath. Right? It's the first thing we do when we come into this world, the last thing we do when we will leave this world, and we spend little time thinking about it. So come to just your breath again. And now that you're away from the back of the chair a bit, you can breathe into those back ribs. Feel them expand. And then slide the hands back a little closer to the crease of the hip. And then I want you to breathe into the heart space right here. And let's just try this. Breathe into the right rib cage. And then into the left rib cage. And then hands back by the crease of the hip. Let's roll the shoulders around. Does take you a minute to figure that out, right? You have to draw your attention just to your breath and focus on that right rib cage and the left rib cage. One more time. All right, and then let's just come forward, one shoulder at a time. So the spine gets a little more involvement here. And then I'm going to add the arms, almost as if you were swimming here. With short arms. All right, and then let's begin to swim back. And if you'd like, extend the arm back. All right. So as if you were backstroking, you reach back with the fingertips. Too much on the shoulders, you need one arm that needs a little more care, and then go ahead and stay with the other arm. It's okay. Find what feels good to you. One more time. Okay. Arms out wide. Press the knuckles back. And then let's clasp them together, but I'm going to say separate them a little bit because I'm going to flip them. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Pull the navel towards the spine, press the palms forward, and drop your chin. Now release the hands, knuckles back, lift the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, slide them down towards the tailbone. Arms out again, deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. One more time, deep breath in, exhale, tuck the chin, roll back towards the tailbone, and then inhale, release the hands back down to the side. Let's reach the right fingers out to the side, tipping the head over towards the chest. I mean the shoulder. Come the other way. Fingers out, tip the head. You're going to feel that tingle all the way down your arm. Yeah, all right. Hands on the heart. Extend the chin like I said something you went, what? Drop the chin and then slide it right back up. All right, so we're going to make a circle forward here. Forward, tuck it, slide it right back up. Again, chin forward, chin down, and slide it right back up. All right, tipping the head. This time I'm going to take 2 fingers up there just for a little extra stretch. And then I'm going to take 2 fingers on my chin and draw it over the right shoulder. Nice. All right, let's go the other way. Same thing, tip the head, just 2 fingers, just gentle, gentle, gentle. Right there above the ear. Should take you into a little deeper stretch. And then 2 fingers right there at the chin, over to the left wall. Nice. All right, and then let's begin to cross the arms. Nice little figure 8. We got a little movement. I'm going to come forward here, and then lift the heart. And again, forward and lift the heart. Keep breathing. One more time. All right, and wash the wall. Over to the side. Go with it. Look towards the left wall. Look towards the right wall. And again, 2 more. And last one. All right. So right past your face, it's like you're going to raise your hand and clasp. Up it goes. Maybe press the knuckles back. You decide. This is range of motion is going to depend on your shoulder. And then we're going to take it back this way, and you're going to press the palm back. All right? We take the other side. Same thing. Like you're going to wave or raise your hand and clasp, and then press the palm back. All right, let's take both arms. Deep breath in. And exhale, press it back. So now what I want you to be conscious of is not letting the ribs pop, okay, but keep the ribs and the hips connected. So we're going to inhale, lift the arms. They may not go up quite as high. And exhale. Inhale, ribs and hips are connected. Draw the shoulders down. And out. It is Pilates. Inhale. And exhale. All right, both hands together. We're going to draw the right fingers back. Elbow, shoulder to shoulder, reach back. And then find the tip of the sit bones here. Nice and tall. Come back together. Deep breath in. And you're going to take that range of motion that works for you. If it comes just to the side, that's fine. If it comes back, that's okay. But you're not turning anything in the lower half of your body. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Guided by breath. Inhale. One more each way. All right. Cover range of motion of the spine. Come back to the front. Let's walk the feet out. And then we're just going to circle around. Use your hands right there on the thigh muscles and just circle around. And again, I'm just going to move this here since nobody's sitting here. So, abdominal muscles have fired on here. As you come forward, don't let that belly hang. And one more time. So we're going to drop that left shoulder over towards the right. And I love to use the image that you've got an eyeball on it right here. And you're going to shine it over that way. Yeah. Let's come back up to the center. We'll take the same thing on the other side. Shine that eyeball over that way. Come back to the center. Shoulder blades together in the back. Lift the heart. And exhale. Surround the kneecaps. Scoop the belly. Let's see if we can roll through this. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale to the center. You should feel a nice stretch down the back. Exhale the other way. Inhale, elbows, shoulder blades together. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Exhale. All right, walking your feet back in together. Let's lift up on that right leg and then just let it plop back down. I love it. Other side. Again. Pick up the feet. One more time. And, okay, now we're going to hold this leg up here. So I'm going to grab in front, take a nice deep breath in, and as I roll back towards the sit bones, tailbone, I'm going to drop the forehead towards my knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Let's take that out to the side and then circle around. Coming in this time. And you can grab underneath the thigh if that feels better to you. You can even keep the foot on the ground if that's better for you. All right? And again, out, over, back to the front. Using the muscles of the arm to do this. One more time. All right. So now we're going to go out with just the toes. So just slightly on the ground with your toes. Oops, of course. And again, two more. And right to the front, toe to the ceiling. Little wiggle in your toes. Do it when you're home in your bare feet. Curl them in, extend them out. Yep. And then hands on the back of the chair so we don't fall out. Lift the heart. Scoop the belly, navel towards the spine, take the gaze up just a little bit, like to the top. If I pulled that screen down. All right, and then back to the ground. Let's take the other side. Deep breath in, grab wherever you need to. Exhale, scoop the belly, roll back towards the tailbone. Nice stretch in the back, nice strong core work. And then as we come up, it comes out to the side. We're going to come around this way this time. And you can grab here. You can take it here. We're just working range of motion around your hip. So whatever feels good to you. Lovely. Work at sitting tall if you can. Yeah, if you want to use that chair, go ahead and get one hand on the chair. That's okay. That'll remind you where head over, heart over, pelvis is. One more time. And now we're going to go the other way. Circling out. Yeah, nice. Just a little brush in the ground with your toes. One more time. And right to the front. Flex the feet. Toe to the ceiling. Give them a little wiggle. Nice calf stretch right there. Hold onto the chair. Lift the heart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in. All right, both feet on the ground. Nice deep breath in. Fingertips heel of the hand together. And then we're going to hinge forward and forward fold. Now, a little tuck in the chin here. And then lifting, bring the heart forward. Reach into our chair pose. So I am sitting forward in the chair here. Deep breath in. Turn to the right and float the arms down. All right. Come on back to the front. Let's do it again. Deep breath. Here's a forward fold. Little tuck in the chin to lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, let the heart move forward. Push the sit bones back to the chair. Reach into chair pose. You've got this beach ball right here in your hand. You're going to lift it up. Turn to the left and float the arms down. All right. And back to the center. Walk your feet in a little bit. Get yourself out to the edge of the seat. We're going to step out. We're going to sit up or stand up. Okay, so your choice. You can use hands here. You can use the chair if you need to. You can reach to the ceiling. It's up to you. Take a nice deep breath in. Belly in. Here we go. All the way up. And let the arms just float down. So, coming into mountain pose. Heels are underneath the sit bones. So they're not hip distance apart and they're not dead center. They are right underneath your sit bones. Heels, sit bones, all right? You know, those things you sit on. Well, it's not really what they are. It's an ischial tuberosity, but that's what we call them. Seems cuter, doesn't it? So let the tailbone draw towards the ground, okay? Not underneath you, just to the ground. So if you have this posture, then try to get the tailbone more towards the ground. Draw that navel in towards the spine. We lift up on the pelvic floor. We used to call these Kegel exercises. A little lift in the heart. Let the shoulder heads draw towards the side walls. Yeah, the palms begin to press forward as the elbows tuck in next to the waistline. Yeah, standing mountain pose. Take a deep breath in. Bring the hands back to the heart. A little bend in the knee. Deep breath in. We're going to forward fold right here. So hands come to the thigh muscles, maybe a little lower. It's up to you. And then as you come forward with that nice flat back, it's like you're looking at a small child right there in their face, or a little dog. Circle sweep, pass right through chair pose, and rise back up. Let's do it again. Bring the hands to the heart. We are going to do this today. Inhale. Exhale. Here's that inhale, heart comes forward. Exhale. Everything's guided by breath, right? Deep breath in. Exhale, release back down. All right, we sashay around to the back of the chair and grab a drink of water. And where's my altar? Take it back. On the end of the table. All right, so just to be sure everybody's got enough room back there for downward facing dog. Looks to me like you're tight. Doreen, you okay? All right, everybody else? Teresa, you doing okay? All right, so downward facing dog looks a lot like this. Hands are going to be on the chair. And I say try not to put a grip on the chair if you don't need to. Give those fingers a chance to stretch out. So the heel of the hand on the chair. Walk the feet back. They're going to come underneath the hips. And you're going to begin to lower the heart towards the earth. All right. Turn that tailbone to the back wall. Soft bend in the knee right here. And you don't need to look up at me. Look towards the back of the chair or the earth. Depends on where you are in your hinge. And then imagine somebody's trying to pull your hips back. Take a nice deep breath. Keep those core muscles engaged. So pull that navel towards your spine. Don't let that belly hang. One more breath. All right, taking the gaze over the chair, step in on the right foot and the left foot. And we're just going to pump the feet a little bit and the legs. So just coming up and down as if you were on a Stairmaster. Do we know what that is? Okay, good. Whoops. All right, so let's take the right foot out to the side. And you're going to get a little mind therapy these days. Draw the alphabet with your foot. And it can be uppercase, it can be lowercase, it can be cursive, it can be printing. And don't cheat, but we're going to go to the other side. So whenever you finish that side, go to the other side. And I'm curious if you find one side easier, if you're right-handed or left-handed. Oh, shoot. All right, so coming back to the front, we'll move in through the hips just a little bit now. So just swing your hips side to side. And then maybe circle them around. And go the other way. And now bend your knees and swing the hips again. So knees are going to track in the direction of your toes, which are turned towards the corners of your imaginary box. And then once again, circle the hips around. The hips go a little bit further, I think, when you get your knees bent. All right, and then bend one knee, and then the other knee. All right, so let's walk the feet back in, toe heel, coming back into that standing mountain pose. Once again, tailbone to the ground, belly pulled in, chest lifts, Okay. Deep breath. Bring the hands to the heart. I'm going to lift up on my right heel. Now, if you're going to need the chair for balance, it's always right there, and please use it. This is your workout today. It's not mine, so you have to work where you are comfortable. I'm going to slide that right foot back, toe ball heel down, and that toe turns out to the right. Inhale, lifting the arms nice and tall. Deep breath in. Circle, sweep them down. Come all the way back up. Head over, heart over pelvis. And again, circle sweep then down. My front knee is bent, my back leg is straight. Check and be sure that's the case. And here we arrive in our beautiful warrior one. Dropping the shoulders down. My belly is drawing in towards the spine. If you need one chair hand for balance, get it there, please, by all means. All right, breathing deep. It's food for your cells. Take a deep breath. All right, reach to the chair. Let's step back to downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathing deep. Take the gaze up over the chair. Step in right foot, left foot, and we'll come to the other side. Lifting that left heel. Use the hands on the chair if you need it. If not, we're going to shoot that left foot back. Toe ball heel goes down. We rise back up. Deep breath in. We'll take one circle sweep. Using the chair if you need it. Hold this warrior two. This time I'm going to turn the palms out. Imagine I was going to touch my shoulder blades or my elbows behind the back. Deep breath. Hands to the chair. Step back to downward facing dog this time. Breathe deep. Take the gaze over the chair and walk into the chair. All right. Deep breath in. We lift up on that right heel again. Using the chair if you need it, shoot it back. Warrior one. One hand on the chair if you need it, always. This time I'm going to put my left hand on the chair and I'm going to circle sweep that right arm down. Come right back up. And then I'm going to switch and take the other side. Circle sweep that arm. Come right back up. Both arms up. Downward facing dog. Step back. Breathing deep. All right. Step in left foot, right foot. Hands to the heart. We take the other side. Let that heel leave the ground. Chair if you need it, always. We're going to shoot that foot back. Toe ball heel. Rise up into warrior one. Breathe deep. Front knee is bent. Back leg is straight. You don't have to take this deep at all. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to drop my left hand all the way down and up. And then I'm going to drop my right hand all the way down and back up. And then come up into warrior one. How lovely. Downward facing dog. Step back. All right, splay your fingers out. Give them a little bit of a wiggle. Soften your knees as much as you need to. Front body lifts to the back body here. And then bring your hands back to your thighs. And this is where we're going to take that half series. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Lovely. Forward fold. Halfway rise. Breathing deep. And circle sweep. Come into our chair pose. It can be stool pose. You can be up high. That's just fine. So a little micro bend in the knees. Be sure you can still see your toes. Or take it deeper. Be sure you can still see your toes. Whatever matters to you. Deep breath in. Opening the arms wide. Now turn the palms to the back. We're going to take this chest expansion. So I'm going to grab my thumb. You can clasp the hands or you can slide them into your back pocket, whatever works for you. If you've clasped them, slide them down by the tailbone, lift the heart, scoop the belly. Take a deep breath and slowly release them. You're not spring-loaded. All right, we shake out, have a drink of water, and we'll come back. Nice work. Okay. Downward facing dog. Anytime you need to sit down, that's why this chair is here. So please feel free to do that by all means. Coming into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Take the gaze over the chair, and we're going to step into the chair. So I'm going to line the heels up with the legs of the chair and turn the toes out to the corners of my imaginary box. All right? Star pose. Let's start with just one arm and the other arm. So what I want you to do is shrug the shoulders, and then I want you to drop them down. So connect, once again, the ribs to the hips, all right? But your fingers are reaching as far as they can. Now this is beautiful star pose here. Did you just spill water down the front of you, Joyce?
Yeah, I guess I did.
I'm sorry.
No, you're right, I did. I knew it spilled, but I didn't realize it spilled on me.
It's so cute. It's so cute. It's like you had kind of a or a funny face on your shirt. All right, we forward fold. Come right back up. Again, use one arm if you need to. It's okay. Coming down. And don't hit your face on the chair. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Don't hit your face on the chair. And one more time. Coming down and coming right back up. All right, we're going to bring the hands to the heart. Turn that left toe to me, right to the front of the room. Turn your right toe to the right wall, okay? Your feet are comfortably apart. Both legs are straight at this moment, right? Then I'm going to sink into that front knee a little bit and come right back up. I'm going to little push with it. Push, and then come back. Again, push. Sink into the knee and come back. Again. And if you need that chair for balance, it's right there. Lovely. Back. 2 more. One more time. And back. All right. Open the arms. Press the knuckles back. Yeah, so extend the chest, open the chest wide. Now I'm going to sink into this front knee. It's going to come right over the ankle. I'm going to give myself a hug. And then I'm going to take my shirt off. Just kidding. And come into warrior 2. All right. But remember how the guys take their shirts off, right? Like this. Over the back. Now, turn the gaze looking over the 2-piece fingers. And if this is where you begin to need that chair, get it handy. If it's too much for any of your arms, put one down. It's okay. I'm looking over the 2-piece fingers right here. So with intention, I've really turned my gaze, but I'm reaching that left arm to my neighbor behind me, off to the left. Nice and tall. Let the little baby fingers reach behind to the back wall just a little bit. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Palm to the ceiling. We're going to go into reverse. So I'm going to use the chair for this and lifting my arm. But if you'd like to take your hand on the thigh or even into your back right pocket, go ahead and do so. Reaching up. You got to reach to the top shelf. There's something up there. Breathing deep. We windmill the arms and come into our extended angle. So once again, use the chair with the right hand. Too much on that left shoulder, go ahead and drop the arm any way you need to. Maybe turn the gaze towards the upper arm. Breathing deep. One more breath. And let's level this back out. All right, now I'm going to straighten that leg in front. Both legs are straight. And I want you to imagine your feet are trying to slip out, which they may very well be. But I want you to draw up through the middle. So press the feet down into the earth and let everything draw up through the middle. Okay, now I'm going to slide and reach to the right. And my hips are going to go to the left. Come right back up. That tailbone goes right towards the ground. I'm going to move this in. That tailbone's going right to the ground. And as I hinge at the hip, the tailbone draws down towards the heel, right? Come right back up. One more time. We're going to slide. And now we're going to windmill the arms. Reaching skyward, let the fingers rest wherever they land, all right? Press the hips a little more forward towards the chair. Draw the shoulders back a little bit more. Wow, wow, amazing. Breathing deep. Circle that arm down and around. Come right back, toes to the front. Let's take the hands on the hips, a little chest expansion. Oh. Yeah, oh. And then give yourself a hug. Okay, we're going to go the other way. So I'm going to turn my right toe to the right wall, and just as we did before. Okay, from here, push over. Come right back. So practice and see what that feels like to bend that front knee. And then come back. Yeah. Can you find your balance when you come back? Beautiful. Wow, my best pupils today. And again. And come right back. One more time. And come right back. All right. Give yourself a hug. Sink into that knee. And like you're going to take your shirt up, over and around. And here's our warrior 2. Turn the gaze towards the left fingers. And using that chair if you need it, please, by all means. Otherwise, you're going to take that right hand and reach to your neighbor over on the right. Although the nose and chin are turning to the left. Breathing deep. All right, palm to the ceiling. Let's lift back into reverse. Again, you can use the chair if you need to. You can bend that elbow and just take the gaze up, or you can use your hand on the thigh or the back Left pocket, my goodness, lots of options. When you take this bind in that hand in that back pocket, that's so it can open up and get more breath in. So do that. Take the deepest breath you've taken. All right, let's level this out. And then we're going to come into our extended angle. Nothing changing in the bottom half of my body here, right? I'm going to reach to the ceiling. Maybe turn the gaze, hand on the chair. Beautiful. Whatever you need. Lovely. All right, so we're going to level this out. Straighten that front leg. And first we're just going to, like I was pulling on Sherry's fingers here. She's going to come over this way, but her hips are going to go that way. Like I was pushing on her hips there, all right? Which I'm not going to do, but would never do that with a girl, but I have had a teacher do that before. Let's windmill the arms. And here we are. Just let the fingers rest wherever they land is just great. And then let's concentrate on the form. So instead of coming forward here, let the hips push forward. Let the shoulders draw back. So wow, so beautiful. I want you to imagine I put you between two panes of glass here. So you can't lean forward, clunk, and hit the glass. One more breath. All right. Dropping that arm down, around. We're going to come back to the front, turn the toes to the front. In fact, let's do this. Let's turn the toes inward just ever so slightly. Yeah, take a little chest expansion, lift the heart. And then we're going to walk the feet in, toe heel, toe heel. Downward facing dog. And we'll take a vinyasa. Soften the knees, point the tailbone to the back wall. Maybe the heart will lower a little closer towards the earth, just maybe so the ears have lined up with the shoulder arms, but no lower than that. Breathing. All right, bend the knees, hands back on the thigh muscles. Reverse swan dive back up. Maybe fingers come to the ground, maybe they don't. Hands to the heart. Deep breath. Forward fold. Here's that halfway rise. We slide up the legs. Look at the back of the chair. Shoulder blades drawing down. Circle sweep. Come into our chair pose. Lovely. Take a deep breath. Maybe sink a wee bit deeper. And let's go all the way up. Deep breath. All the way down. Nice. A little shake out. Grab a drink of water. And we'll come back and we'll get into a little bounce and a little twist. Okay. Turn. Let's face the right wall, okay? And if you are, I know it gets challenging when you're on the side, so just follow the directions. So everybody should be looking this way, right? Okay, so looking to the right wall. And then keep one hand on the chair, so it's always handy there. I'm gonna slide my right foot forward. You can lift it, you can leave it on the ground. I'm gonna give you the easy version first. And then I'm going to slide it back and reach up. And then I'm going to slide it forward and reach the knuckles back. All right? So easy enough. Forward and back. Now, if you want to let it leave the earth, go ahead and do so. All right? Begin to get the foot involved. So you're either going to flex or point both directions. All right? But get some energy going all the way into the ankle here. This is like that walking step, right? Just maybe a knee lift, whatever you need is fine too. One more time. All right, and coming right back up, let's hold this. You can keep the toe on the ground if that feels better to you, or let it lift. Look to the back wall. Look to the front wall. I don't know if you're on the side, I don't know where you're looking. I'm sorry, but we got both directions in there, right? Okay. From here, curl the heel to your seat, drop the knee to the earth. Let that arm that's furthest away from me reach to the ceiling and come into your easy, easy tree pose. Nice and tall, head over heart over pelvis. You don't need to lean into this.
Dancer pose.
Thank you. What did I say? Tree? Yeah, thank you. Dancer pose. All right, so now I'm going to hinge in the middle and I'm going to send that toe way back to the ground. Just the ball of the foot and the toes. The heel is still up. Reaching to the ceiling, getting a lovely stretch on that inner thigh, on that quadricep muscle on the leg that's furthest away from me. Now I'm going to lean over towards the front of the room, towards me, getting a deeper stretch. Come right back up, thumb to the heart, hinge forward, long line, crown of the head to the heel, long straight line. Now drop that right shoulder, look over your chair to the front of the room, and you can drop those hands to the chair. Maybe turn the gaze even more and look over that left shoulder. Nice, nice twisted lunge. Beautiful. Look back to the right wall. Slide that back foot in, but what I want you to do is I want you to take it behind the right foot, and now we're going to take that arc over once again to me. So you can sink into that front knee a little bit, and this will take the stretch maybe down into that IT band a little bit more on the side of the leg. All right. Both hands to the chair. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathing. One more breath. Take the gaze over the chair, and stepping into the chair. Bring that right hip to the chair and hold on to it. Coming into standing mountain pose, let's slide that left foot forward and slide it back. Right? And then you're going to begin to lift it if you'd like and extend it back. It's up to you entirely. You can keep that foot on the ground. We're just working a little range of motion around that knee. And then begin around the foot. So send some energy through the foot. You can flex the foot, point the toe, doesn't matter, but get a little bit of energy going through the feet there as well. And again. One more time. All right, coming right back up. Keep that knee lifted. Look to one wall and then the other. Look over one shoulder and then look over the other shoulder. And then the other. A little bit of a stretch. Holding this balance. I've got my hand on the chair though. And now curl the heel to your seat. Drop the knee to the ground. You can soften the other knee, that's fine, and let that arm that's curled furthest away from you reach to the ceiling. And you come into dancer pose. Thank you, Paul. Breathing deep. All right, and then coming into high lunge. I'm going to extend that leg, reach way back, toe, ball of the foot on the ground. The heel is up, reaching to the ceiling. Push your foot down in the back, put just the toe and the ball of the foot. Now take a little baby arc over towards the chair. Let that stretch a little bit deeper. All right, come back up, hand to the heart, hinge forward here a little bit, all right? This little twist will be easier when you're hinged. Deep breath in, long spine. Drop that left shoulder, look to the front of the room over your chair, and I'm going to drop my left hand to the chair for a little more leverage here. So you're looking to me, to the front of the room. Yeah. Watch this round right here. You want to keep the heart lifted. Remember, everything comes from mountain pose. You still have mountain pose going on here. You've just turned. Yes. Nice. And I'm using the chair for security. All right, as I stand up tall, I'm going to slide that back foot in behind the other one, soften that front knee, and then take this little baby arc over to me once again. Both hands find the chair. We step back to downward facing dog. Any movement you need here, go ahead and get it. This should feel good. Round the back, turn the tailbone to the back wall. Move the hips side to side, circle them around, whatever you need. And then just come to stillness. And what I want you to try to do is lighten up the weight on your hands a bit, okay? So instead of firmly planting, lightly rest them. Now, belly is pulled in. That's what's supporting this weight. You're going to feel this work in the back. So if you've got a little back issue, be careful. Deepest breath you've taken. And as you exhale, walk into the chair. Back into our mountain pose. Feet right underneath, heels right underneath the sit bones. Stand nice and tall. And let the shoulders release away from the ears. Use the chair if you need to, it's okay. Let's take just a little stretch across the back. So I'm going to bring the chair into me and fingertips on the chair. Now, this is just upper body rounding and lifting back. Okay, I'm not going to hinge forward here. All right, so take a deep breath in, a little Pilates. Exhale, scoop the belly and just reach the fingers down. Inhale, come right back up, lift the heart. I just love that sound. Don't hinge forward, okay? My fingers are only making it this far, all right? If I was gonna make it further, I would bend at the hips. I don't want you to bend at the hips, just the upper body. Deep breath in, exhale. Feel that the back ribs, or the shoulder blades draw apart in the back. And then as you come back up, feel the shoulder blades draw together and draw down your back. Exhale. Separate the shoulder blades. That's all you're trying to do. And then inhale, come back. Hold. Breathing deep. And release. All right, let's shake out. Very nice, very nice. We work twice as hard to get the back strong as we do to stretch the back. Yeah. So, okay, let's grab a drink of water. We'll sit back down and finish out. Wow. It's been a long time. Okay. So we'll get my favorite stretch in, lifting up on that knee, deep breath in, exhale, scoop the belly, roll back, let that forehead come towards your knee. And then as we sit back up, I'm going to take this leg over. If crossing the midline is something you have been told not to do because of hip replacement or something, then by all means, you can put that foot down, and you can put it down along the side. You could even cross over the middle if that works better for you. But in this position, keep this foot flexed. So this toe is going to draw back towards the knee all the time. And then find the tip of the sit bones. Let that low back press forward. And you'll say, there's that stretch. Yeah. Tension, no pressure, no pain, just some tension. You'll feel that happen in through the hip, breathing deep. Sitting tall, head over heart over pelvis, navel in. And then a couple of breaths and just see if you can let that, this hip, this leg just relax. I'm going to add a little pressure, but don't feel like you have to. I'm going to cross this leg over. Again, once again, if you've been told not to cross the midline, go ahead and drop that foot down, nice and tall, hands at the heart. Deep breath, a little baby twist. Another deep breath, maybe another little baby twist. And this is your choice, take another deep breath, stay there, or perhaps another little baby twist. So you've made full range of motion for your spine there. Breathing deep. Let's release the hands down towards the leg. And really enjoy the rest of this twist. Notice when you breathe, it is more challenging when that spine is twisted, so you have to work at that. You have to use those muscles, those breathing muscles. All right, let's come on back to the front. Easy. You're not spring-loaded. We're going to take the other leg. Up goes the left leg. Oh. Ooh, little stretch across the back first, and then here we go. Never miss that opportunity. Keeping the foot flexed. Just always am surprised what I find on the floor. Cheerios, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Keeping that foot flexed. Again, press that low back forward. It's easy to sort of relax back into it, but press it forward. Sit up very tall, deep. Once you get yourself set up, take another 2 breaths in and see if you can let the muscles in the hip relax. All right, and then here we go. This is what I encourage you to do in bed, lying on your back with the right foot on the ground, the right knee to the ceiling, and then cross this one over. I encourage you to do that. Or on the floor. Okay, here we go, hands to the heart. Deep breath in, long spine, foot stays flexed. Little baby twist, exhale. And again, deep breath in, fill the lungs. Little twist, little exhale. And now stay where you need to. Take another breath, stay there, or add maybe a little deeper twist. Really using those core muscles now. And then let's just open the arms right there so you can let those core muscles relax. And now draw your attention to your breathing. Take the deepest breath you can take in this position. And then slowly come back to the front. Both feet down. Feet right underneath the knees right there, hands on the back of the chair. Get a little grip on it. I'm gonna turn the elbows to the back wall, squeeze the shoulder blades, and lift the heart. Now keep the chin tucked here, all right? You don't want the head to fall back. Just keep it tucked. Squeezing the shoulder blades. And then push right back up. I've now put a beach ball right here in front of you, and you're gonna round over the beach ball. Scoop the belly, navel towards the spine. Breathing deep into the low back, mid back. And exhale, come all the way back up. All right, slide yourself right back to the back of the seat there. Settle on in, maybe a little wiggle. How about that? A little wiggle in your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Yeah, whatever you need here. And then one deep breath. All the way down, feet down. It's amazing how I can tell people to put their feet down. And sit on back. Settle on in, maybe a little massage on that low back. These cushion chairs feel pretty good. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath. A little tuck in the chin right here. It's important. Keep the back of the neck very long. Let the shoulders draw downward away from the ears. Breathing deep. How about that today? Make these breaths deep. Give them a long exhale. Eyes are closing, so you can really draw your attention just to the breath. And although today is a cloudy day, there is blue sky up there. So find it. Let that blue sky be your breath of fresh air. Your joy, your peace, your calm. For where there is joy, there is love. And where there is love, there are miracles. Begin to wiggle your fingers and toes once again. And let's bring the hands together at the heart, dropping your chin to your chest. One word to yourself for something you are grateful for. Remembering gratitude turns everything we have into enough. And so with a grateful heart. Namaste, friends.
Namaste.
Wow, lovely work. What the heck were you all up to this weekend? It was wonderful. All right, no class on, what'd you say?
Cardio on Wednesday or no class Wednesday?
No class this Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I